The all-new Realme GT 888 is in the house, and with its stunning price tag, it's a compelling choice for a lot of folks. But how's the camera performance of the phone? Well, I decided to take it for a spin against another affordable AAA device, which is the Mi 11X Pro. So which phone has the better camera performance? Let's find out. This is Varun from GTR, and you're watching my in-depth camera comparison of the Mi 11X Pro with the Realme GT 888. Let's get started. On paper, both the devices boast a good triple camera setup of a primary, ultra-wide and macro sensor. Up front, they both have a good selfie shooter as well. But what's the real world performance like? Let's take a look by starting with some video footages first.
So we're recording 1080p 30fps footage from the Realme GT, which is on my right side, and the Mi 11X Pro, which is on my left side. There's some car noises in the background, so you can understand what kind of noise cancellation, if any, the phones offer. Interestingly, the Mi 11X Pro has an HDR mode that has been turned on, which limits the video recording capabilities to just 30 fps. If I turn off the HDR mode, I would have been able to record at 60 fps, which means the Realme GT would have given me the option to have an ultra steady mode. However, to be very honest with you, I think that even without that ultra stable mode, both the phones offer a similar level of stability, which is already pretty good. So no issues whatsoever. The HDR also is pretty good, and although the Xiaomi phone has a dedicated HDR mode, it's not very amazing if you compare it with the Realme GT. I mean, the Realme GT isn't that far behind, is what I mean to say. At least that's what I feel while recording them. Obviously the end footage might differ, so I'll leave any comments later on. So we're recording selfie footage at 1080p from the Realme GT, which is on my right side, and the Mi 11X Pro, which is on my left side. They're both pretty good, but the Realme GT has a significant advantage when it comes to HDR. As you can see right here, it's pretty good on the Mi 11X Pro, and the Realme GT does not come close to that. So that's a good part. As for the skin tones and everything, I think the Realme GT looks a tad bit better here. The skin tone looks natural, as well as the face looks a bit structured. But then again, this is something that I can see on the viewfinder or the screen right now. Obviously, I'll take them both on a color accurate display and then compare them. And if there are any changes, I'll leave them down for you to see.
Next up, we have the selfies, and personally, I like the detailed yet natural production of the Mi 11X Pro. See, Realme is softening up the skin texture and making it super bright as well. Of course, it makes me look prettier, but as a critic, I appreciate cameras that capture things the way they are. Turn on the portrait mode, and the edge detection on both the phones is pretty much at par. Neither is perfect, but they can both do a decent job while following the same color profile as the normal selfie shots. Now, before we move on, just a quick heads up. All the shots that you're seeing on this video or in other videos have been taken just by me, and the analysis is purely my own opinion. See, all of our reviews and camera comparisons on GTR are never sponsored in any manner whatsoever. They are completely my own unbiased opinion. In fact, we even give a direct download link to all of the images straight from both the phones, so you can download them, check them out, analyze for your own self, and even comment down below whether you agree with my analysis or not. Switch to the rear camera, and starting with human shots, both the phones have a different approach to processing skin tones. The HDR works strong on the Mi 11X Pro with an added scoop of over sharpening. The Realme GT, on the other hand, has a reddish tint to the skin with enough details as well. Another thing to be noticed is that upon zooming in, you'll see that the Mi 11X Pro has a natural bokeh thanks to its camera hardware that I personally do admire. Switch to the portrait mode, and the Mi 11X Pro loses its HDR capabilities. It genuinely baffles me that even with a flagship chipset, they can't make HDR work in portrait mode, because otherwise, the edge detection is really good. On the Realme GT, the detection is fine, but the processing is not that good, especially if you zoom into my shoulder. That being said, Realme does have HDR in the portrait mode as well, so there's that. Now, in daylight shots, the color science on both the phones is pretty much at par, with Xiaomi's 108 megapixel sensor excelling in terms of details. The Realme GT does prefer saturating shots, but it's a bit controlled as opposed to the other Realme phones, and the shots come off as punchy instead of oversaturated. However, sometimes that added saturation can get in the way of details, as evident here. The bright reds make the structure of the petals a bit less obvious on the Realme GT. While the Mi 11X Pro shot does require some tuning for sure, I think I would still prefer it over Realme's result here. Now, as far as HDR is concerned, they both do a good job of highlighting the dynamic range while preserving the shadows. There's enough detailing on both the shots and they both look good. That being said, one thing I noticed is that both the phones struggle to focus on the subject if there's a direct source of light in the frame. Of course, you should never shoot at the sun directly, but even in peaking shots like this, both the phones had some focusing issues that I haven't faced elsewhere. As for the results, they're both pretty good with a good balance of colors and details. Now in this next shot, you can see that once again, the Mi 11X Pro comes on the top with an edge in details, but overall, both the phones produce very good shots. However, when you switch to the ultra-wide mode, the difference in detailing is reduced quite a lot. Considering they both have an 8 megapixel ultra-wide sensor, the software can only do so much to add extra details here. They're both decent shots with noticeable fisheye effects, and you can't really go wrong with either. Moving on to low light shots, both the phones have good control over noise and offer decent amount of details as well. Of course, they're not as detailed as the normal shots, but both the phones have good illumination, manage the noise well, and barely have any graininess. So, what's the verdict here? Well, it's clear that the Mi 11X Pro is definitely the winning phone in this competition. See, it offers better detailed shots, it excels in almost every parameter, and even when it doesn't, it gives a tough competition to Realme. However, the Realme GT, with its slightly processed images, offers an output that is likable to many and does not require any manual processing or filters, which is what many folks like. See, for your social media, you don't really need the best details and the sharpest pictures. You need good pictures that make you look good. And if Realme GT delivers on that front without requiring any extra or manual editing later on, why not? And well, that was it. Like I said, you can go ahead and download all of the images straight from the devices from the download link in the description box and check out the samples for yourself. I would love to hear from you guys whether you agree with me or if you have a different opinion down in the comments below. Lastly, if you found this video helpful, make sure to let us know by giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for more awesome tech content. Till then, this is Varun from GTR and I'll see you in the next one.